Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button if you enjoy exploring incredible historical destinations around the world. Today, we're diving into one of Spain's most iconic landmarks, the Alhambra in Granada. This stunning fortress palace is a must-see for history enthusiasts, architecture lovers, and anyone who appreciates a good story. In this video, we'll take you through some of the most fascinating facts about Alhambra. So let's get started. The Alhambra, perched on a hill overlooking the city of Granada in southern Spain, is not just one of the most popular tourist destinations in the country. It's also a symbol of Spain's diverse cultural history. It was built during the Nasrid dynasty, the last Muslim dynasty to rule in the Iberian Peninsula. The name Alhambra translates to the red one in Arabic, a reference to the reddish color of the fortress walls that glow beautifully in the light of the setting sun. The complex is massive, encompassing palaces, gardens, and fortifications, making it not just a palace, but an entire walled city. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Alhambra is its long and complex history. Construction of the Alhambra began in 1238 under Muhammad I, the founder of the Nasrid dynasty. Over the next century and a half, various rulers added their own touches to the structure, expanding it into the majestic complex we see today. The construction continued until the late 14th century, reflecting the evolving architectural styles of the Nasrid rulers. Each corner of the Alhambra tells a story of its time, with influences from both the Islamic and Christian cultures that shaped Granada's history. A visit to the Alhambra is only complete with exploring the Generalife Gardens, which are an integral part of the complex. These gardens were designed to be a place of rest and contemplation for the sultans who resided there. The word Generalife translates to the architect's garden, and it's easy to see why. The gardens are filled with lush greenery, colorful flowers, and intricate water features that create a tranquil atmosphere. Imagine walking through these beautifully manicured pathways, listening to the gentle sound of water trickling from the fountains. It's a peaceful escape that contrasts with the grandeur of the nearby palaces. Speaking of palaces, one of the most famous sections of the Alhambra is the Nasrid palaces, a series of interconnected buildings that served as the royal residence. These palaces are masterpieces of Islamic art, filled with intricate stucco work, geometric patterns, and Arabic inscriptions that praise Allah and the beauty of creation. The level of detail in these decorations is astonishing, showcasing the incredible craftsmanship of the artisans who worked on them. Every wall, ceiling, and archway is adorned with delicate carvings, making it a feast for the eyes. One of the most iconic sites within the Nasrid palaces is the Court of the Lions. This courtyard is named after the 12 marble lions that support a stunning central fountain. The design of the courtyard is meant to represent paradise on earth, with the fountain symbolizing the 4 rivers of heaven. Interestingly, the lions aren't just decorative. They actually serve as a kind of water clock, with water flowing from a different lion's mouth depending on the time of day. This ingenious design highlights the advanced engineering skills of the Nasrid architects. The Alhambra is not just a showcase of Islamic art and architecture. It also tells the story of the cultural and political shifts in Spain. When the Catholic monarchs Ferdinand and Isabella captured Granada in 1492, the Alhambra was partially repurposed to fit the new rulers' needs. The Catholic monarchs made modifications to some parts of the complex while preserving others. It was in Alhambra's Hall of the Ambassadors that Christopher Columbus received permission from Queen Isabella to embark on his voyage to the New World. This small room played a huge role in world history, leading to the Age of Exploration. One thing that adds to Alhambra's allure is the sense of mystery that surrounds it. The palace complex is filled with legends and stories, one of which is the tale of hidden treasures. According to legend, the last Sultan of Granada, Boabdil, hid his wealth within the Alhambra before surrendering to the Catholic monarchs. Many have tried to find these hidden riches over the centuries, but no one has succeeded so far. The idea of secret rooms and buried treasure adds an air of adventure to the experience of exploring the Alhambra's winding corridors and hidden chambers. As you wander through the Alhambra, you'll notice that it's not just the grand halls and courtyards that are captivating, but also the tiny details. Take a moment to look closely at the Arabic calligraphy that covers the walls. These inscriptions often include poems, religious phrases, and praises to Allah. In some places, the words are so finely carved that they appear to be woven into the walls like delicate lace. This level of artistry is a testament to the skill of the craftsmen who dedicated their lives to beautifying the Alhambra. Despite its grandeur, the Alhambra wasn't immune to neglect. After the fall of Granada in 1492, parts of the Alhambra were abandoned, and the complex fell into disrepair. Over the centuries, it was used as a barracks, and at one point, it was even occupied by squatters. It wasn't until the 19th century that efforts to restore the Alhambra began in earnest. Today, it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, carefully preserved so that visitors from around the world can experience its beauty. If you plan to visit Alhambra, one of the best ways to experience its magic is by taking a night tour. At night, the crowds are gone, and the soft lighting creates a truly enchanting atmosphere. Walking through the quiet courtyards and dimly lit halls feels like stepping back in time. The shadows play on the intricately carved walls, and the scent of the gardens lingers in the cool night air. It's an experience that leaves a lasting impression, allowing you to appreciate the Alhambra in a way that's different from a daytime visit. Today, the Alhambra is one of the most visited monuments in Spain, drawing nearly 3 million tourists every year. It's easy to see why. The blend of Islamic and Christian architecture, the stunning views of Granada, and the serene beauty of the General Life Gardens make it a truly unique destination. However, it's also important to remember that Alhambra is a fragile historical site. The influx of visitors has put a strain on its delicate structures, which is why entry is limited and advance reservations are recommended. The Alhambra is more than just a beautiful monument. It's a symbol of the cultural fusion that defines Spain. It's a place where Islamic, Christian, and even Jewish influences come together to create something truly unique. The history of the Alhambra is a reminder of a time when different cultures coexisted, leaving behind a legacy of art, architecture, and stories that continue to captivate visitors from all over the world. Before we wrap up, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the history and beauty of the Alhambra, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more travel content. Your support helps us continue to bring you videos like this, exploring the world's most fascinating places. And if you've ever been to the Alhambra yourself, let us know your favorite part in the comments below. We'd love to hear about your experiences. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you next time with more amazing stories from around the world. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Happy travels!